So once you've logged in as a supplier, you will see your dashboard. You'll see the dealerships that you've got on your dashboard. So in other words, the ones that you can receive quotes from, the quotes that have been requested to you. You can also see the number of quotes that you've submitted, as well as the quotes that you've had approved and your potential earning. Listed just below that are the different dealers that have got quotes that have come through to you, the quote requests. So if we click on the first one, we will see the quote request that has come through as if you were a glass supplier. And the quote request here is to replace the windscreen. If we go back to the dashboard and we click on the second one, we will see that there has been a quote request for the 5 chip repairs. So we've got the option to either reject the quote request or to create a quote. So for this example, let's create the quote on these 5 chip repairs. So we click create quote. We can then see the details of the vehicle that need the chip repairs done. So if you do need to match any parts to that specific vehicle, we can see the code, the vehicle type, the year, as well as the VIN number and the color. In this section here, we can see that they've requested a glass and 5 trip repairs is what they need on that. So we go and add our first quote. We put in the code of the product. In this case, I'm putting it as 001. We enter the item name, so let's just put a chip repairs, and we enter the description, 5 chips to be repaired. And so there'll be 5 of those, and they're going to cost, let's say, 100 Rand each. We can then see the total. If we want to add another line item, we can click the plus. That might be a call out fee. So I'll just put that in as an example, and this would be 002. We'll call this call out. And we'll just enter that into the description as well. That'll be 1, and let's say the call out is 200 Rand, just as an example. We can then add other comments here as well. And we can set the date that you're available to do it. So it might be tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Once that is done, you click submit. Now you can add other quotes as well. Let's say you want to quote on both items, like the windscreen replacement and the chip repair. For this example, we're just going to do the 1. And once you're finished, you click submit. It then gives a note saying that your quotation have been submitted to the dealership. Once you click submit, your quote gets sent back to the dealership, and he can choose between yours and other quotes to see which ones he would like to select. And going back to the dashboard, we're going to quickly submit a quote for the other quote request. So we know this is to replace the windscreen, and we want to create a quote. So we'll call this item code 003. We're going to call this windscreen replacement. It's going to be one of those, and it's going to cost 8,000 Rand as an example. We can add some comments, and we can set the start date. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and submit to go back to the dealership. And that's how easy it is as a supplier to have fair opportunity to quote on all dealership recon requirements within your geographical area.